With my guests today, Sarah Gunn, Massimo Capra, and Rizwan Malik. Oh my goodness! Hello, good-looking guests. My goodness. All right, let's talk a little bit about moving. I said it out there. I never want to move again. I hope the last time they take me out of my house, it's in a body bag. I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay there. Do you have a moving horror story? You're going to be talking about your move.
I'm going to be talking about mine. I have a lot because I've moved a lot, but I think the funniest one probably is when I moved home from Stockholm. Of course, when you're overseas and you're young, you just bring everything in a suitcase. So I tried to cram my entire life into a suitcase, and I'm waiting for it to come at the airport when I'm home. And it came split wide open with like my clothes and everything just hanging out all over the place.
Nightmare.
It wasn't the best.
Yeah. The underwear. It's the underwear for me. It's like, oh man, they all saw my panties.
Right?
Yeah.
I know. And not my nice ones.
And not my nice ones. Chef, how about you? You got any moving stories for us?
We moved 4 times in the last 40 years, and it's always been relatively easy.
Good.
But we did most of the work ourselves, and then we rented a truck, and then we rented movers. You know what I mean?
Right.
We had movers do it for us. But yeah, you know what? It's never easy, and I hope I'll never do it again.
Yeah.
Too. I mean, I'm with you on that one.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's stressful,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Rizwan, like, have you moved a lot?
Not personally, but you know, I'm a realtor, so I have tons of clients who are moving all year round. So the most horrific story that I can think of is earlier on in my career, I just sold like the most expensive property at the time, just over $1 million. My client's moving a 3-bedroom home from Montreal to Toronto. His movers got here, they were delayed, they dumped everything in the loading area, got back in the truck and made their 5-hour commute home because they were getting there at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Now my client's calling me and I'm at home, already a bottle of Prosecco in, like enjoying, celebrating my big sale.
Yeah.
Decided to make the difficult decision, so I did the right thing. I finished my glass of Prosecco. I went and
That was the right thing. Yes.
it's the only option.
Yes.
And then, you know, packed a bottle to go, and I went and met him.
Yes.
And it took us another 6 hours just moving everything from the loading area up to his unit.
No.
Horrific.
Yeah.
Girl.
Not good.
I sobered up real quick.
I bet you did. There's nothing worse. Okay, but you're a very good realtor, friend, amazing, and thank you so much for your stories. We're going to continue with Sarah. We'll see more of Massimo and Rizwan a little bit later. Wow. So this whole segment is inspired by the move that you just did. How did it all go, this most recent move?
Well, it was on December 20th. 5 days before Christmas, so I think that says a lot right there. It was exciting, stressful, sad, scary, thrilling. I think we went through every single exhausting. I think was the biggest emotion. Yeah,
and right before one of the biggest holidays. So let's talk about all the things, but let's start with prep. I feel like that is so important. To start getting done early before you do anything else. Let's talk about the prep.
Absolutely. You know, you often know you're moving way ahead of time. So use that time. Don't put it off. Go through your home room by room and declutter as much as, I can't stress this enough, declutter as much as possible. Get rid of things, donate them, sell them, do whatever you have to do. And if you're doing it room by room, it doesn't feel all that overwhelming.
Right.
But it's that much less to pack. Ask yourself, do I want to spend time packing this? Do I want to spend time unpacking this? Do I have anywhere for it to go? We moved to a century home from a relatively new home. The storage situation is dire.
Less than ideal.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, you really have to think ahead and figure out if you need those items still or not.
Okay, all right. That's a really good tip. The idea of uncluttering like that feels so good to me.
Yeah.
Or decluttering, but to do it is work. It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
Talk to me about the tips that you picked up for packing.
Yeah, so I want to share my wins and my losses, things that I learned. Go online and on Facebook groups where they're giving things away, those free cycle groups. See if people are giving away moving boxes. We were really lucky. We had friends move recently, so they gave us a lot of their boxes. You can get a lot of these things for free. Repurpose blankets to wrap your artwork, towels to wrap your breakables and that sort of thing. Just repurpose suitcases to pack your clothes.
Yep.
But I do think that there are some specialty boxes that are worth the investment, including these two right here.
Okay.
So these are from U-Haul, and they are for your dinnerware and your glassware. So you see in front of you, Trace, you've got some foam pouches.
Yes, these are so cool, and I had not seen these before.
Great because,
so look at that.
Yeah, and you just slide your dinnerware or your glassware inside. And then you stack them all together, and then they slot into these boxes. So I'll take that from you, and I'll show everybody how it works. It's so much faster and so much easier than trying to wrap each one individually and then make sure that they're not going to go into each other,
The
right? in
amount
the
of
box.
time and energy we would spend wrapping every single item in a newspaper. First of
Right.
all, good luck finding a newspaper now.
So true. It's so true.
This makes a lot of sense,
Yeah.
right? Put it in these. That's beautiful.
And a TV box in front here too.
Okay.
Is a really great option unless you're like Jamie, that's his like most prized possession in our home. So our TV rode to our house in his back seat.
Right.
Yeah.
It was his baby.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised he wasn't sitting there with it, hugging it the whole time. And there are other box options as well. I love
Yes.
Frog Box because they're reusable boxes that you rent. They deliver them to your home. They
So
pick them
good.
up when you're done. You don't have to worry about building the boxes, so it's environmentally friendly. And then also they have bags for your furniture, which for your soft furniture like your chairs, your sofa, your mattresses. You do not want your mattress sliding into a flatbed truck without a little bit of protection on it.
That's right.
And the cool thing about them is that they're labeled specifically with what it's for, so there's
Yep.
no extra packaging, so it's good for the environment. And these ones are biodegradable, which I thought was really cool.
Oh, that's excellent.
I know. I
Queen
thought that was
size and a
great.
queen size mattress. It says queen on
Yes.
it, so you know
Yep.
what it's for.
Yes.
We
Me.
would usually, it's the queen. It's for the queen.
Thank you.
Usually we would use like fitted sheets and blankets. This is a really fantastic way to do it.
Yeah, it's so much better.
You know, that mattress is a little bit pristine when you get it on the other end.
Yes.
Let's talk about organizing the boxes once you get to where you're landing.
Yes. So you really want to make sure that you're packing room by room. Don't mix rooms in the same box. Label those boxes really carefully with what room they're going to in your new home.
Yes.
And we itemized a list on the box itself too of what was inside. I would take it a step further this time. Because often when they're arriving at your house, it's dark, it's nighttime, and the writing may not be very legible for them. They're exhausted at this
Right.
point, especially if you're moving all the stuff in my house.
Yeah.
So I would do it color-coded this time. I would color-code each room in your new home, and then color-code all the boxes so there's no room for error. All the yellow boxes go in the yellow room. So
Yeah.
you could use sticky notes, marker on the sides of the
Yes.
boxes. That's the way to do it.
That's absolutely the way to do it.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about what to do when you're taking down art, taking down curtains, all of those things.
This is one of the most helpful things we did in our move, is you get a basket, you get a bunch of baggies and a Sharpie, and you keep it somewhere central in your home while you're moving. And then every time you take something down, whether it's your window treatments, you
Yeah.
put those items in a baggie, could be your artwork, could be light fixtures that you're bringing with you, all those little tiny pieces that you know are gonna get lost.
Just
Are
looking
all in
at
one
that
central location.
is making me exhausted. Like I'm just remembering
was
all the
so
little
hard.
bits and pieces that you have to keep track of because you
Yes.
got to put them all together on the other end.
I know.
But you did it. Put it here.
Oh,
you did
we
it.
did
You
it.
did it.
Yes, we did it.
Amazing. Now, there are some things that are super valuable.
Yeah.
Let's talk about packing up your valuables and also prepping for that first night. Because
Right.
you're going to get there and everything's in a box. And it's like, I just want my wine
so
glass. Where is it? I should have
add
brought
that.
it in my purse.
I have to add that in there. Yeah, so for your valuables, I have a couple of options. One, if you have any friends or family nearby, just send them over there until you're settled and ready to bring them back, if that's possible.
Yeah.
If not, do what we did as well, pack them yourself and bring them over in your own vehicle. Then you know they're safe, you know they're secure, they're in a special box.
Yes.
And then for your first night bag, a towel for a shower,
Yes.
toilet paper,
Oh, crucial.
right? Toothbrush, all of those essential items because you're going to
Yeah.
be exhausted. Wine, chocolate, whatever you need to get through that
Yes.
first night, have it in a separate bag as well for each member of the family.
Amazing. I never knew that toilet paper would become such an important part of my life in this stage of my life. Like, I literally have toilet paper in the car. Like, just if it's a long trip.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm perimenopausal. My bladder isn't what it used to be. I might have to do like a little road, like side stop on the road. I got my toilet paper. Okay, so this has been amazing in terms of tips. I love